Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited for this video because this is going to be my first time ever doing a video with my common planner that I have for 2024. Now, I have been using the Hobonichi Weeks for 2023, and this is my everyday carry that it kind of mimics exactly what's in my Hobonichi Cousin, but it allows me to throw it in my purse, take it on the go, take it to my appointments and things like that. And so it's much easier for me to throw this in my purse than potentially to take my cousin, even though this year I am going to be having the Avec, but it's still a big book versus a little small planner like this. So this was my everyday carry. And in 2024, I have chosen to try out the common planner. This is the N1H compact full year. This is in a mist blue color, and it just has white edges. I don't have the foil on this book as I do on this book, but this video is going to be me actually doing my first kind of plan with me in this book, and I am going to be planning for doing my month spread. So for January, I'm going to be doing my month spread. Before I get into that, I do really quickly want to show you kind of what my month spreads look like in my Hobonichi Weeks. And honestly, I have not done anything with this. My main focus of this planner was the daily pages and the notes pages, and I really didn't mess with the monthly page, and I want to change that going into 2024, which is why we are here doing a plan with me for my month spread in my common planner. So I am really quickly going to just flip through what I have so far in this planner, which honestly isn't a whole lot. I did go ahead and put a 2024 vision board. This is on vellum paper because I didn't want a super thick paper to put in here, just to reduce as much bulk as possible. So I do have my 2024 vision board. I have a couple of little sticky notes here for some of the goals I kind of want to have for this year, but I'm not really big on goals. I don't really stick to them, or I don't really enjoy setting very rigid goals for me throughout the year, but I do have a couple that I wanted to list, but I don't have them actually documented anywhere else. And then we have the goal breakdown page, which I'm not obviously going to be using right now. I might in the future decide I want to do this, but honestly, like I said, I'm not really big into goals, and this page isn't really going to be beneficial for me, I believe, so we're leaving that alone. This quarter one, which is January to March, I probably am going to fill this in a little bit with all of birthdays and those big events that I want to remember, but that's pretty much all this is going to be. It's just a list of all of the birthdays, anniversaries, school, holidays, that type of thing, just so that way I have it all in one little spot. And then we're going to flip to January. So what I was thinking, because like I said, I don't really do much planning in my Hobonichi Weeks for the monthly spreads, I did have some thoughts. So I don't really have that much decorating planned for the spread, but I thought I might end up taking this washi and maybe putting it across this way at the bottom, just as a little bit of a decoration. I do also have this washi, but I don't really know if I'm going to be using it. I thought I might put it at the very top, but I think it's going to cut off the days of the week, so I might not use this right now, but this might be added later. And then I do have my Tombow. I'm not planning on using this very much. I was primarily going to be using it just to highlight the days of the week, because what I do like about this common planner versus the Hobonichi Weeks is the Hobonichi Weeks already has things highlighted, Saturday and Sunday are already kind of a different color than the rest of the week, and you've got the a dark label for the month and things like that. And the common planner, which I really do enjoy, is very simplistic with no colors to it. It's just grid, white paper with numbers and letters, and that's it. There's no coloring to it, so I'm able to adjust it as I see fit. So I think I'm going to be using my Tombow 992 just to highlight in the days of the week. And then I have my ruler because I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I brought it just in case. And then I also have these Memo Me little sticky notes. These are not, so I like these sticky notes. They're not super sticky. So if you end up buying these on Amazon, which I will have them linked down below, if you do end up buying them, just be aware that once you stick them on the paper, if you kind of move the sticky note around 1 to 2 times, the stickiness on the back is pretty much going to become non-existent. But I kind of like that because it's not gonna damage the paper, and it gives me just enough stickiness to stick to what I need. But if I do have to shift it, I'm able to. So I have these because in this little small common planner is my YouTube planning planner. Like, this is where I've been jotting down notes for like potential topics for like my reading channel. I don't have anything for planning right now, but I've already kind of annotated what videos I might want to do for the month of January. So I'm going to be using my sticky notes to put them down on those respective days, just because I work full time and I just have a lot of stuff going on. So I have a plan of what videos I want to do, but I know that things happen and I don't want to permanently put something down on here that I know is going to be changing possibly. So I'm going to be doing sticky notes for all of my video topics, so that way I can kind of move them around. And as January kind of comes to, comes closer, if it looks like that's actually going to happen on that particular day, then I can take the sticky note off and actually write in that topic. But it gives me a temporary place to put my plan for my videos, and then I can later go in and adjust it as needed. So that's kind of my idea for this plan with me in my monthly spread. So we're gonna see how this works. If this is something that I actually enjoy, I might end up doing this, on a regular basis, because I think I'm really gonna enjoy the common planner, just the way it looks and the size, and I just really think I'm gonna like the common planner much better than I like the Hobonichi week. So I might make this much more of a regular focal point for this channel instead of just the Hobonichi cousin, but we will see. So all that being said, we're gonna go ahead and I'm going to start decorating first, and then we'll plug in the appointments. So I'm going to take my Tombow and just highlight my days. And now we're going to take the washi, and I'm going to put this down at the bottom. I'm going to move this little tab because I want to put the sticky or the washi tape down at the bottom. And I'm leaving the sidebar because I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing on that side, but I want to have the option later of updating it. Otherwise I would put like the washi here, but I think I might end up doing something with it later. It's always so exciting to lay down and actually start using your planners for the first time. I know it's nerve-wracking sometimes because you don't want to mess it up, but it's very exciting. Finally be able to use the new planners that you bought months ago and actually use them. So, all right, so we have the washi, and like I said, I'm going to leave this right now. I don't quite know what I want to do with this, but I want to have it just in case. So we're going to put the washis to the side. We're going to leave the Tombow to the side right now as well. And then I think what I'm going to do now is I have my phone, because I need to pull up my calendar so that way I can look at all of the events that happen in January. So we are going to, and this, I'm going to do this in January, but this might change depending on kind of how I use the planner and what I've decided going forward. But this is what we're going to do now. Not to say this is going to be the plan every single month, but all right. So we have January the 1st, which is a holiday. So I am off of work, but we are going to, I have book club. I'm just basically going to list all of the things that I have during that day. And I am using my Muji ballpoint gel pen in 038. So this is one of my favorite pens. And then let's have on the 3rd, gymnastics. And I'm probably just going to speed through this piece because it's just going to be a matter of putting all of my appointments on here. And then after that is done, I'm going to be going into this planner and putting in all my videos. So this part I'm probably going to speed up just so that way you don't have to see me write all of my appointments. Okay, so that is all of the appointments that I have on my calendar. A lot of it is obviously repetitious, or it's basically the same appointments over and over and over again, which is fine. But I know that as the months go on, things will shift and things will happen. So, you know, it's not to say that this is exactly going to be the schedule every single month, but it gives me a good idea of what my month looks like. But I am going to do one other thing is I think I'm going to get one of my dot markers and use that to dot in the holidays and also the days that the girls are off of school. So that way I don't have to write it in, but I can see the dot and I know what it is. So I'm gonna go get 2 of those markers really quick. I'm back. I have decided I'm going to use these 2 dot markers. And again, I got these on Amazon. They're so good. They have a little dot on one end and then they have a marker on the other. But I've decided I'm going to use gray for holidays, like me not going into work, and then blue is going to be girls, like school holidays or not in school for the girls. And the reason why I chose these 2 colors is this is my work planner and those are the colors that I have used for like my work planner, so it's really consistent. So I have gray as my work holidays and then blue is school holidays, and I have to keep them separate because I have found out that the school district that my kids go to, although it might be a federal holiday, there are some holidays that they actually go into school for. I was unaware of this and we missed a holiday last time, so it was whatever. But I'm going to be using the gray for me, like my work holidays, and then blue for school. So we are going to do that really quickly. And I think I'm going to put that up here just as a kind of a guide for like a note. So we'll just do it down at the bottom. So that way I'll know exactly what I'm looking at. So gray, this is federal holiday. And then we're gonna do the blue. And then this is going to be a school holiday. Okay, so that way if I need to go back and try to remember what the colors are, I have them listed. So let's flip back to January and we're going to dot the federal holidays. So let me bring out, because I already did this for my work planner, so that way I remember what days I'm looking at. So we have Monday, which is New Year's Day. So we're just gonna put it up top, I think. And then we have the 15th, which is Martin Luther King. So we'll put that there. So those are days that I have off. And then we have the blue, and they have the 1st off as well, but then they also have the 2nd off, and then we have this day. So that way I can look at this and I know my girls are going to be off the 1st and the 2nd, and then they're going to be off on the 15th, whereas I'm going to be off on Monday on the 1st and the 15th, but I'll be back at work on the 2nd. So I kind of like being able to see the dots and knowing when, you know, where everybody's going to be on that particular day, whether they will be working or in school. So then the last thing that we're gonna do is I'm going to go in here, write down all of the topics that I'm gonna be doing my videos on, and then putting them down on the upload day. And I'm doing that because I know I'll upload it on that day, but I have throughout the week to do whatever I need to do for that video. But I want to see what I'm going to be working on the monthly spread. You get to see like a little sneak peek of some of the videos that I have planned for January. Not to say these are actually going to happen. These are just kind of what my initial thoughts were and kind of when I am thinking the videos are going to go live. Not to say they're actually going to happen, but that's what we have. I'm just going to speed through this part now because I'm going into basically just transferring over all of the stuff so that way I have it all in one spot. So these are all of the video topics that I currently have planned in January. I think I do have more thought about, but I haven't really decided when they're going to happen. But this is what we have so far. And that's basically going to wrap up my January spread in my common planner. I'm interested to see how this is going to evolve. I do plan on Sundays is usually my common or my planning videos. I do plan on probably having a common planner and a Hobonichi cousin like February spread plan with me or something, but I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to do that. But that's what we have currently. I do have, like I said, more videos kind of thought of. I just haven't put them down on a calendar yet, but that's going to be the end of this video. I'm super excited, like I said, to use the Common Planner and see how I like it. I do plan on having another video of me actually setting up the first week in the weekly spread of my Common Planner. So definitely make sure you like and subscribe so that way you'll see me setting the first week in my Common Planner up, in addition to all of the other planning content I have scheduled for the Hobonichi Cousin in 2024. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.